And I told him, I said, I used to sleep in my truck right down the road from your house. People, they can change and they can be somebody different.
Every week, we hit the road to tell the stories of the people, places, and events that make Hunt County great. These are our friends and our neighbors telling their own stories in their own words. Stories worth knowing and sharing. These are the stories that make us proud to call this place home. And around every corner, we find something else that makes us want to celebrate Hunt County. This program would not be possible without the support of our generous sponsors. Thank you.
So I decided that I wanted to get more involved in the community. It started kind of with my kids. I got really involved in school, and I just really strived to be more for my community because I'm drug-free. And through all of this, they've all loved me, and they've all been there for me, and nobody's turned their back on me. I kind of started focusing on drug-free Greenville because that is something dear to my heart that I hope that no child has to go through what I went through. And then I just kind of found my place in Altrusa because Altrusa kind of helps everybody. You know, we give to Drug Free Greenville. We raise money to distribute this money throughout Hunt County. And that, to me, is where I felt like I found my place. Barbie and I went on my 10-year anniversary and painted this cross at Paint with a Twist that says Amazing Grace. And that painting has brought more people to me and just to ask, oh, did you paint that? Oh yeah, it was my 10-year sobriety. And then automatically they start saying, well, my daughter's on drugs or my son's on drugs and I don't know what to do. And you know, sometimes I pray with them, sometimes I just tell them my story and just tell them they can change and they can be somebody different. And what kills me is that people are like, I just can't see you in that life. I just don't see it. I had a guy come to my office one day and I told him, I said, I used to sleep in my truck right down the road from your house. People don't believe me, but I did. And now I realize it's because God restored me. You know, there's a lot of people, good people, that make bad mistakes. Now when my husband and I are like, we got caught up in something because of our self-worth and because we didn't believe in ourselves anymore and we had pain that we wanted to mask. And that's one thing that we want to remember is where we came from because we know we don't ever want to go back there. And I came to realize that God in heaven is my Father. He is my creator and He loves me unconditionally. And that's where I learned a lot of my self-worth whenever I was in jail and I read the Bible, and that's where I started becoming okay with who I was. I was probably as close to death that I'd ever been. My son was scared to death. I mean, he thought I was going to die. And that's why he did what he did, and I'm glad he did. He saved my life. Terry Jones saved my life, and God saved my life. I'm Misty Little, and I celebrate Hunt County.
If you liked this story, help us celebrate by sharing it with your friends and family. Our stories appear on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and cable TV on Juice 34. You can also find us online at celebratehuntcounty.com. If you'd like to suggest someone to feature in our program, email your idea to stories@celebratehuntcounty.com. We also want to thank our sponsors for making our storytelling possible. We hope you'll support the hometown businesses that keep Hunt County strong.
Family is very important to us, and that's why we wanted to bring family to our business.
We tell folks that at Home Texas Real Estate, we work as a team and we're all working together to try to sell your house, or we're all working together to help you find the right one that you want to buy.
With At Home Texas Real Estate, it's our family helping your family.